See, things have come to head, time out for scare you, scary route today. And follow us down Courage Lane, they cages in, break down the gates. We want all the smoke, like we chiefin' on a pound a day. But not talking intoxicating rage, not this is far more tragic than what's comprehended. This has got to stop, I don't understand everything as a man. I'm authorized by God to make this petition, believe it, especially when you hate and aim to kill a man.
TOTB. I bet y'all thought we wasn't coming back, did y'all? You see us back, right? Welcome back to Thinking Outside the Box podcast, season 2 edition is fully here, man. Welcome back, man. Thank y'all for joining us. See, things is a little different, man, but it's the same 4 guys here rocking it out, man. We have so much to talk about, man, but once again, thank you guys for all support, the love. Be sure you like, comment, subscribe, tell your people, share about all the episodes. Season 1 we was super dope, man, super lit. Thank you to all the guests that came out. Everybody that supported us, man, we love y'all. But wait, love y'all. This season's about to be even crazier. Right here to my right, man, the man needs no introduction. You know who he is. Holy Grind, say what's up to the people, man. Where can they find you?
Blessings, great people, man. My name is Holy Grind. As you know, you can find me at Holy Grind on Instagram. All right.
You know it. My man, cool man over there. You already know who he is. Moolah man himself. Say what's up to him, man.
What's up, people? Find me on Instagram, Moolah Monster Collections. Check me out.
There it is. Philosopher, what's up, man? Tell them people what's up.
Scholar, you can find me at black_scholar, Instagram.com.
You know what it is. And we are officially
Thinking Outside the Box.
So, y'all, of course, like I said, we got a lot to talk about. First, foremost, we have a lot of stuff coming up, a lot of events, right?
Yeah.
Grind is going to miss some of those things, and shout out to the plug, man. But before we hop into it, you know, Grind says the topics more than anybody can say it better. So tell them what we're talking about today, bro.
So, man, listen. Oh, man, this one, we already know what to expect anytime we collectively come up with something, which we always do, that we're gonna discuss, and we don't go sit back and practice it. We just lay it out there what we're gonna discuss, and then we come to unload sometimes on each other.
All the time.
But the thing about it is we try to keep it raw and authentic with the people, and we try to touch things that matters. And this episode, we wanted to talk about living in a cancel culture. Living in a cancel culture. And for those that's wondering exactly what we mean by that, or what about it is, man, it's strange how we now live in a society where you can't say nothing against the majority vote without people damning you. Or without people trying to shut you down. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And the crazy. Some might feel different, right, because it's usually the majority vote. But just looking at it, it's just something that just baffles me how we have come to be a society where if I don't agree with you, you take it as if I hate you. You know what I'm saying?
I really think it's really, it ain't even society. I think it's just our people. You know what I'm saying? It's really our people, you know what I'm saying, really doing it. You know, making this council culture, because it's not going on in anybody else, you know what I'm saying, world, I don't think.
What's ironic about that is, once again, guys, thanks for tuning in, because we definitely want to hop into this topic. The most prevalent thing that comes to my mind when we talk about cancel culture that's fresh in everybody's mind is, of course, if you have been living under a rock, Bill Cosby just got released from prison a couple weeks ago, right? There's been an uproar of the community, people saying, well, he's still a rapist. He still did this. He still did that. You know, I don't want him around my kid. I don't want him around my daughter. Like, you know, it's still a stigma that this man is, what, 80-something years old?
He 80-something?
Damn near can see, damn near can walk, right? And still our people are canceling him because of what was done in the 70s. Now, I wasn't born in the 70s. I was one he thought of in the 70s. But I gathered that during that time, it was a lot of people doing stuff to do stuff, and it happened. You see what I'm saying? So I think when you think of cancel culture, if Bill Cosby was to walk into this room right now, we'll be like, oh, what's up, Bill, man? I'm a huge fan. You know, like, thank y'all, did all your work. Or you going to be like, oh, I don't fuck with you, dude. You raping women. You know what I'm saying? Like, what would y'all do if he walked in this room?
I embrace Bill.
I'm gonna embrace Bill.
I grew up off Heathcliff. You know what I'm saying?
And Pudding Pops.
I kind of grew up off that. And listen, they say allegedly he did something. You know what I'm saying?
Keyword allegedly.
Right. You know.
They just let him go, so evidently he didn't, right?
Well, it was a lot going on with that, you know, too. But I feel like this. Sometimes the crime fit how much you like a person, right? Sometimes it don't. You feel me? Bill, I grew up on him. So if he didn't have a couple of little mollies in the water, hey, I deal with that. I'm okay with that. I got too many reruns to watch. You feel me?
Well, I look at it like I don't even think he did it. You know what I mean?
I agree.
I don't even think he did. I remember the interview. Who was that? Eddie Griffin gave. You ever seen the interview he gave talking about Bill Cosby? Or he gave to Vlad TV?
Yeah.
Right.
He did an interview with Vlad, and he was talking about how Eddie Griffin say, man, back in the day, that's what, they knew what they was doing. He say, man, you go to a party, they want to take something to make the experience better or whatever, and they knew what they was taking. And then he had sex. Now, I'm not justifying him having sex or even giving drugs, but that's what they did. I don't think he just slipped nothing and did it. And evidently they let him go. Now, me personally, now all of a sudden the NBC is off the table for him to purchase. He's free. Wow. You know what I mean? That don't seem like no coincidence to me.
I think he did it though.
I
think he did it.
You think he just so you saying you think
Bill look like he don't have game.
Damn.
This is what I'm telling you.
Wait.
Bill?
Let me save you.
So, listen,
Let me save you.
Bill Cosby?
Go ahead. It just look like he got game.
Let me
bro.
save you.
I don't care about them little him and Sidney Poitier movies.
Wait, hold on. Let me save
Hey,
you.
that was a good movie.
Hey.
Look.
Oh, yeah.
How you know how Bill eat and how he moves?
How you know is he putting mollies in their water?
I never said nothing like
But
that.
you said you don't believe.
No, what I'm saying is like you try to judge the man and say he don't look like he got game.
Yeah, I can judge that better than judging saying I don't think he did it.
He said he don't believe. You said
I said what I'm saying is
I said he looked like he don't have game. I've been told you that.
Look, the only reason why you think the way you think because it's so many people that's agreeing with it. So many people came out and saying he did it, and so you parted to go along, get along. You got a ticket. Because everybody said
I didn't hear nobody say it really.
No, what I'm
he
saying
part of the
is
cancel
like,
culture? You part of the
I
cancel
just
culture?
told you if he come in here, I embrace him. What's up? I don't care about that. You understand? I don't measure the man by that. You understand?
You just measure him by his game.
Y'all like his wife, like he didn't do it. So I'm Camille, like I'm cool with it.
I didn't say any of that. What I'm saying is like, because of the way the evidence was being presented, I'm going off of the facts.
That's what
I didn't say nothing else. I'm going off of the facts, and what I'm saying is that a lie can go further than the truth.
Yeah.
So not just talking about him. I believe there's plenty of celebrities or people that's getting money that it may be easier just to pay that off, right? Just to keep that controversy from going forward. But that don't necessarily mean that these type of things happen. So we have to be careful about how we move and this, that, and the third. When you start saying he ain't got game and stuff like that, you kind of shifting the narrative in a whole different arena, right? Because nowadays, money and game ain't spelled the same. You know that. Shame on you.
Hey, and that man was that man wasn't just no TV host. That man shut down a stadium at a comedy show. You know what I'm saying? He had a way with words.
Money pretty.
And he had money. He had money and he had a way with words.
I mean, so think about if we're talking about the cancel culture with celebrities, right? I think when you think of Bill Cosby and what happened in the 70s and things like that, even to this day, people view him a certain way because of allegedly what he did. Now let's look at R. Kelly. Now, if R. Kelly got out of jail tomorrow,
oh man,
do you think it will be the same or worse than Bill Cosby's the reaction as far as counseling him?
We gotta let him go first, though. Did you want to say something?
Yeah.
No, give the same example. If he walk up in here, how would y'all embrace R. Kelly?
Kells is different though.
Okay, why?
Kells is different. Okay. Bill Cosby, first we going off of what's been presented in facts, right?
Okay.
So I'm not gonna judge men unless they're facts. Now if there's facts, Kel's messing around with underage girls.
Allegedly.
There's facts though.
Right.
Cause I did see the tape too.
It's still allegedly until he get found guilty.
Right. Because this is
Even though you see the tape.
no, but this is the law, right?
That's what I'm saying. According to the law.
According to the law.
But if I see you doing something, and I have also seen him approach young ladies in my neighborhood before.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Could have been his niece.
no,
Could have been the neighbor.
I knew the girl too. Okay, so let's go away from that though. But I ain't finna go there because I don't know if he had sex with her, but he approached her in that matter. But let's go somewhere else. Let's talk about you got him dealing with kids and you got Bill Cosby getting down with grown women.
Allegedly.
Getting down with grown women that he allegedly gave drugs to. However, if they took those voluntarily, that's something totally different. Now, I don't know if he did, if they took it voluntarily or not. I don't know if he just slipped it in their drink and then had sex with them or not. What I do know is according to the facts and according to what's going on, they let him out because they couldn't prove it. So if you're basing it off, if you're basing your opinion off of him, based off of the facts that was presented before the public, they just let him out of jail because evidently it was turned over. See what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying. Evidently they couldn't prove had to disprove that what they said about him was wrong. So it's different from kids to grown people.
A lot of people is out of jail right now and who did the crime. That don't mean nothing just because of
I'm not debating whether I'm saying if you're basing your total opinion of Bill based off of what's been presented for the public.
I just looked at him and I just feel like some of these people, you know what I'm saying? And if you look at too, Kevin Spacey, a lot of these guys, Russell Simmons, not just him.
Right.
So we put all of them on trial. Hey, all of them rich. That's one thing they got in common, right? Second thing they got in common, they got access to drugs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So some of these cats ain't got just game and they gotta sneak some pussy.
So they try to manipulate me. So basically, but I get what you're saying. Because I'm not.
We know a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? You be like,
not gonna say it on this show.
No. I want to get canceled.
Let me move over here.
We gonna switch to a different topic on this show.
Right. But I get what you're saying. I'm not trying to justify what he did, whether he's guilty or not, either myself. You know what I'm saying? Whether he did or he didn't. I just said I don't believe it based off the fact that I do know that they used to party like that. You know what I'm saying? So if somebody sat down with me with you and they openly took it, just like somebody sitting down with you smoking weed and they said, well, he tricked me into smoking weed to lay down with me. So that's what you do? Like, no, you smoke this yourself.
Well, it can't be 12 or 15 women saying this.
That's what I'm saying.
Why can't it when you mess with so many women? There's a lot of women that say that. The Me Too movement big.
Yeah,
I understand that.
It's a lot of women. You got a lot of milk. He had a lot of money. He's around a lot of women.
Yeah, I think some of these women are exaggerating, but he has. Yeah.
Well, let me just say this. I don't know whether he a dirtbag.
I believe Russell. I believe.
And I'm not gonna say
Kevin Spacey.
But I do know this. That because of who he is and the color of his skin, he was already set up beforehand, not even knowing. It was already people sitting at him for the purpose if he ever got out of line. I believe that. Now, I may be myself, only believe that about our people, especially those that are famous and those that get that spotlight. There's people, they send people at them just so they can have something to hang over their head or to shut them down when they want to do something like by NBC. I'm not saying it's all politics. Like I said, I'm not saying maybe he didn't feed off into being a dirtbag and doing some stuff like that. But it was already sent at him and he just gave in.
Let me say this, and we need to be careful, right? It's a lot of people that say Donald Trump won the election. But did he win the election? So the bottom line is, you know, words and narratives are powerful. They said he won the election, and this is how they acted out on. They said that this man did all these different things, and they acted out on it. Reason why I'm superstitious is because I ain't never met nobody that made it 60, 50 years undetected, and 60 or 50 years? Think about it. 60 or 50 years. This is just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? He ain't that light. You can't have that much gang. 60 or 50. Think about it. You can't even juggle 2-3 females without having no problem. And you trying to tell me this man had like all these women and nobody knew nothing about it? He was in a period of time where they were quite blunt about how they felt about our kind. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That just leaves me to have a little bit of reservation.
Was most of the women
Right.
Caucasian? Did anybody know that?
I think
A majority of them
was.
were. Majority of them were.
Now we already know they are the home wreckers, right? Tiger Woods, anybody?
Uh-oh, shout out to Tiger
I'm just
Woods.
saying,
Shout out
if
Tiger
there's some
Woods.
white women involved, Bill did it.
Damn.
Okay, well let's.
All right, Red, so what else going on in the culture?
So we talk about cancel culture right here. I want to talk about this, right? What y'all think about? What y'all think about Sha'Carri Richardson?
Oh, okay.
What you think about her getting kicked out the Olympics for smoking weed?
I was mad, man.
Yeah.
Only thing I was mad about, I hope she got kicked out from smoking Gorilla Glue.
Shout out to Gorilla Glue.
Shout out to Gorilla Glue.
Shout out to Gorilla Glue.
You know what I'm saying? Because
if
she
went out
smoked
for some
Reggie,
mid,
right?
or
If
some
she
Reggie,
smoked some Reggie
she
Joe and
just-
got
yeah.
kicked out, that'd have been bad.
Right.
So.
No offense, Reg.
And the only reason I brought that
I don't know
up,
what Gorilla Glue already is.
the only reason I brought that up because cancel culture, because I know a gal put up he was talking on social media, and he basically put up a post. Cordell Page, man, shout out to Cordell Page, man. He put up a gospel rap artist. He put up a post talking about Sha'Carri Richardson, and he was talking about how her being in the spotlight. You know what I mean? She should have been. She should have tread lightly because now you in the eye, the public eye. So for you to throw this opportunity away by smoking weed was messed up, and he caught a lot of slack from that.
He should
A
have.
lot of people. Why you think he should have?
Because she young.
Okay.
And damn near every state is legal marijuana recreation.
And then not that, I mean, she did just
know.
lose one of her parents.
But she was going to be in the limelight
It
anyway
was a lot.
because the record she just broke.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So she couldn't duck that.
Well, that's what he was saying, and that's what he was saying. Now, I don't think he should have caught slander for what he's saying, because basically what he was saying was that, you know, too much is given, much is required.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You held accountable for what you present before people. And what people fail to realize is this, you know, and a lot of people, and now they want to cancel you because they feel like, oh, you talking about her because she smoked weed, but you do this, you do that, or they legalize weed. So, and I feel that to a certain extent, right? Check this out. And hear me on this. I really wish she could run because I think the girl is something spectacular.
Right.
Like, I just was like, man, I can't wait to see what she about to do.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? When she passed trials and all, I was like, I can't wait. And then for them to boo her out for smoking weed, you gotta know, first of all, you playing the game that's theirs.
Right.
Them people's, right?
Right.
You playing the game that's theirs. And I had to think about it from this perspective. You know, me and my wife were talking about this, like, man, we wish she could run, and they wrong. But then again, I had to look at it like this, like, okay, I'm looking at it from two perspectives on the other side. She should be held to a higher standard
Yes.
once you become a public figure.
Yes.
Before children.
Right.
Because now you may be able to take weed, smoke weed, and perform at that level without something happening to you. But say you influence other people to do it, and they go out there and they die doing it. See, you got to think about that now. And from another perspective, I think about people like, who was that? What if
Nobody died off weed yet.
hold on. Just hear what I'm saying though. Yet, but what if she was that person that went out there, got tested positive, right? And this is what they probably was thinking. What if she tests positive for marijuana? Get out there running on a worldwide level, and she pass out and die. What would everybody say about the USA? Now, a perfect example of that, we lost some people who died, like in sports, like who was that? Len Bias. Len Bias, right after he got drafted, he died overdosing off drugs. Hank Gathers. Now, Hank Gathers wasn't on any
illegal heart.
but they say he was taking medicine or something for it. Then they say he was taking medicine. Well, I think that's what I kind of think about LeBron James. I think about Hank Gathers, right? His size and weight and stuff. But Remember, they say he wasn't taking his medicine as much as he should. But we do know that stuff alters your physicalities as far as your health. Now, these people that actually have died on the court, you have other people like Reggie Lewis. They say he just had a heart attack. Some think it was people like this dying. But what if she would have been that person? Did fail the drug test? They still let her run, and then she passed out and died. Do you think they would have got slack? Do you think the USA would have got slack because they like y'all knew she was on this and y'all let her run anyway?
I'm gonna say this, like, I think it's unfortunate because it would have been a good look for the culture. But I do want to say this: when you got a zero tolerance policy, right, and anytime you deviate from that zero tolerance policy, it's no longer policy, right?
That's
now,
true.
regardless of however we want to look at it, it's still a zero tolerance policy, right? So just as good as you trying to compete and good as you are a performer, you sticking to that zero tolerance policy should be also objective too. Because here's another scenario, right? Say if they would have dismissed it and let her run, then they would have used the fact that she had weed. They would have said weed gave her super ability and it was Gorilla Glue that gave her the ability to win and all this other goofy stuff. So the same thing that we defended would have been used against us.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is it's unfortunate.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But see, we have to be careful with these plea deals. You get what I'm saying? We defending something that we don't want to defend. We want it the way that the rules were set, and we gonna follow that rule, because anytime we start compromising, that compromise would have been, well, Grind would have really never been the champion if, you know, he
That's
was,
what happened.
you know, if he hadn't smoked the
that
weed, you know, you get what I'm saying? So it can't be used against it.
For the asterisk on her name.
Right. So the thing is, you know, we're gonna salute our sister for that, and then, you know,
I think the key word is unfortunate. The word you said.
it's
You know, I want to use what's his name, Cordell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So ain't no shots out to you on that one. Ain't no shots out to you.
Now I must flitch up on it. It was some incident, and I talked to you about that Grind with a transgender beat out somebody, right?
Yeah, going into
That's another thing when you talking about cancel culture, because that's what a lot of times, a lot of people, man, they bash people for talking. Man, you know what? It's crazy, man. And you know, Proverbs 17:15, man, it says, you know, let me say this first. We all talk about homosexuality, and a lot of people, because they say, you know, a lot of people jump on it. It's an abomination. But it's a lot of things that's an abomination to the Lord. And Proverbs 17:15, one of the things that it says is that to speak up for the unrighteous or the wicked, and to not speak up for the just is an abomination to the Lord as well. So you got people who will literally speak up for things that are immoral, but then they will not speak up for people who are right. Now, just because I don't agree with just because I don't agree with you that my kids should learn about homosexuality, don't mean that I hate you. And people try to cancel, like I said, that's this cancel culture that we live in. Just because I don't agree with you is that I hate you. So now I got to cancel you since you don't agree with me. And that's crazy, because homosexuality and lesbianism, that's one of the main things that people getting canceled for in this cancel culture.
So it's funny. Let's stick on that point for a second. Once again, everybody, thank you guys for tuning in, man. Season 2, I told you it's gonna be hot in this kitchen this season, right? Scholar.
Yes, sir.
Favorite basketball player?
I go with Michael Jordan.
Jordan. Favorite basketball player?
Kobe.
Kobe. Favorite basketball player?
Mike.
I'll say Mike too. Recently, in professional sports in the NFL, a guy named Carl Nassib played for the Raiders. He's a defensive end. He came out and said that he was gay, announced it all over Twitter and everything like that, right? Of course, there's people that gave him backlash and things like that. Now, how would you feel if Kobe came out and said, I'm gay? Would you have a different view of him as an athlete and a man? Would you still hang with him if he say, yo, Grind, let's hang out. Yo, Scholar, let's hang out. Or would you be like, no, that's still Mike. If he gay, I'm still going to rock with him.
I'm still rocking with him. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
still rocking with Mike?
Yeah, if I found out Mike was gay, I still had to rock. It's Mike.
Mike being gay,
ain't got nothing to do with his game.
don't really do nothing to me.
It ain't got nothing to do with his game.
Entertainment purpose.
Okay, what you got, Turbo?
I don't know if I'll be a big fan of Kobe. No, because he got the mama mentality. So the mama mentality would be a little bit, fruity. You know what I'm saying? A little bit. So I wouldn't want.
Would you say he's swallowing other snakes now?
Oh man, Brian dropped the ball.
Oh, he's stupid.
No, but I still mess with Kobe because I look at stuff as entertainment. You know what I'm saying? I don't get, inside, they personal lives. You know what I'm saying? So, if he want to be, a tranny, you know what I'm saying?
Wait, let me ask you.
Oh, no, that's a whole other level.
Let me say. So let's just keep it regal and kind of PG. I mean, in a sense, do you think we are biased? Like you painted a picture. You said you gave us something that that we believe in, or something that we admire, right? But then you painted them with a different brush, like what if he don't brush his teeth twice a day or something like that? You know what I mean? Like, I'm just gonna keep it regal. I think, I think it's natural as human beings to have biases. Now, me not understanding your differences does not mean that I hate you.
Yeah.
It just means that I don't understand your difference.
But should you try to understand?
No, hold on a second. What I'm saying, that's the growth right there.
Yeah.
If we in a space and we able to learn each other right now, and then we could develop. But I don't think you should be shamed about something that you don't understand. That just means that you need to work better to kind of have this type of understanding.
Our society
Right.
deems men that's gay as the masculine. They're like, they don't have a high testosterone. They're not a man, right? So you think of professional sports like football and basketball, that's a manly sport. You dunk on somebody, that's you sack somebody, that's a manly thing. So when you think of being a gay man, they take that level of manliness down. It was the guy on my show, the Not-Society podcast, and he was gay. We was talking about a topic, and he said that just because I'm gay don't mean that I'm not manly, right? So do you guys agree that the society that we live in will cancel a person that's gay even though he looks like he's the power of a strong man? Is there such thing as a de-masculine gay man?
Well, I think it's the opposite way around, because the majority of now people, they cool with it. That's and I mean, when you look at the majority of homosexualities, though, the majority of them are feminized.
Okay.
I mean, they effeminate. You know what I mean? That just it. We might have got one or two you might have a couple, a handful that you may not know unless they say something, but the majority of them, they give out signs.
So you can automatically tell.
Yeah, the majority of them give out signs. Now you do have a lot that's
Well, dude
undercover.
who played football, he didn't give off a sign.
Right, and I understand that, but I'm saying I hear him 100%, because you got a lot of people that's undercover too. You know what I'm saying? But you do got a lot. The majority of them, they give off signs.
But do all of them give off signs?
I say the majority, not all of them.
Okay. I don't have no numbers on that.
Hold on. Okay, this is what I'm saying too, right? Do you feel something wrong with them?
With who?
With homosexuals? Do you feel like is they wicked or something?
I don't.
Mentally?
I feel like it's something wrong with them mentally.
I don't.
And I feel like it's something that's been altered, but from creation. That's my belief.
That's his that's
my personal belief.
And we don't want to.
But guess what? I still talk to him. I still can kick
I
it
hope
with him.
so.
I don't hate him.
Wait, slow down.
But I'm just saying.
Like you want to cut the line.
Right?
No, wait. What's your opinion?
No, I'm okay with him. I think it's
Because you just said you just said you gonna look at Kobe a different way.
Sure did.
Yeah, because he's got the black mamba mentality.
No, but what's your
like you
opinion?
just said, that's masculine, black mamba mentality. That's masculine.
But
I still say I mess with him. But what I was saying was, like, I think when we don't understand homosexuality, I think we don't know really enough to speak on it. You know what I'm saying? On what is it wicked? Is it immoral? Is it all these ways? Until you have the right understanding of it, of what each individual going through, I think that's
well. You have the right to have that opinion. I base mine off of a Bible the God's word that I abide by. and you can have the right to your opinion. And I look at the God, the one who created us. I look at him, and I look at how he intended for us to be. Now, just because, and a lot of people got things that they may do outside or contrary to God's word, and that don't make them right neither. But I can feel, I can have that opinion based off of my morals that it is something that has altered what they were destined, what they were supposed to be. And regardless of that, it does not mean that I hate them because I feel like that.
And
you know what I'm saying?
And the support grind. I don't really like to. I really try to stay away from these conversations, and I think I don't have no problem with the LBG community. I don't have no problem at all. I think the problem is that each community don't understand one another, and I think that they share responsibility too, right? So a lot of stuff that that community may be pushing out there may be too much for us, right? Because we don't understand it, right? But at the same time, the way we speak may be too much for them because maybe they don't understand it, right? So it's two ways to these things. I don't know the mathematics or the science behind it. I believe there may be some that can't come with us, right? I think that most men, we threaten by it because they look like us, but they threaten what we believe in. Our institute, this thing that we call manhood. I think that may be our problem.
No, I think they stay in their lane. I really do think they don't mix, like, they don't get mixed up in the wrong crowds, what I mean. Like, anytime when you out and you probably see some, you know what I'm saying, a few gay people, like, they know, you know what I'm saying?
So you think it's okay to teach your children about being gay?
No.
Wait. So who's teaching?
Right, we ain't sitting about
in schools.
What school?
You said you think they stay in their lane.
No, what I mean, I'm talking about, like, in the public eye, when we moving around, I don't, like, to me to be uncomfortable, I don't see them like that.
Well,
like,
I'm not seeing them as uncomfortable. I'm not uncomfortable about nobody. I'm not comfortable around nobody.
And what's weird about that is because, once again, guys, thanks for tuning in. You guys know I'm crazy. I'm big on statistics and numerical numbers and things like that, right? The three main entities of people, groups that's canceled in our culture are murderers, rapists, and gay men. Not gay women, gay men.
Shout out to gay women.
So those are the three main groups of entities of people that are canceled immediately. If you find out somebody killed somebody, oh, I ain't fucking with him.
Yeah.
You find out somebody raped somebody, oh, I ain't fucking with him.
Yeah.
You find out a man is gay, I'm not fucking with him. Why do y'all think that is?
In today's society, I haven't seen that.
I believe it though.
Because I see what I look around, what I see is man, you see how many pride flags?
No, but he's saying though, you see how he ran down the list. He said if they did identify themselves this way.
But that's what I'm saying. I see a world full of people who I feel.
No, I ain't saying like that. Like if a gay person came into our space, do you have a defense mechanism that come up in you?
Society normally.
No, I'm just let's just keep it legal, right? No, what I'm saying is, like if a gay person came in this way, and I ain't talking about the one, you know what I'm saying, where his is kind of like concealed. I'm talking about if he wide open.
Yeah.
Do your defense mechanisms come open?
Mine don't.
I think it does, but it do by nature.
But yeah, exactly.
It kind of do. I'm not. Listen, I can't speak for you.
Yeah.
But I know it kind of, you know what I'm saying, by nature, it kind of give you
That's not nature. When you say nature, you saying because that's natural.
No, what he's saying. Let me give a better example.
Wait, I want to give.
Let me give a comparison. I'm gonna let you drive. It's gonna be real quick. If a widely open gay person came in this room, I believe he gonna get our attention, as far as us being aware that he
because he flaming.
I wouldn't use that word, but that's yours, right? Hold on. In the same way, if a woman came in here that was extremely attractive, she gonna get our attention as well.
Yeah.
Now drive, Grant.
So you do see them as so you see them as something that's wrong.
I'm not saying
because if you say it's naturally, if you say
he just said a person come out here flaming.
Wait. Let me say, if you say naturally to have a gay person come into your presence, you're going to have a defense mechanism. Yeah. Now that to me is an offense to gay people. Well, because why would you have an offense to a gay person for just coming in?
Because I'm a man's man.
Because you figure something is naturally has been altered with that person.
No, I'm just a man's man. But it's some men who don't. It's some men who's a little bit, you know what I'm saying, open-minded to that situation. He just had him on his show.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And Red's is open-minded person. You understand? So he's not going to have a defensive mechanism with a gay person.
And Grind, you just canceled him.
I ain't just canceled
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't. No, I did. I didn't just cancel him. I ain't cancel you at all. Y'all shifting what cancel culture is about now. Cancel culture is about you saying something. If you say something to justify your stance, and people will cancel you for justifying your stance. That's not. I didn't just do that to him. What I did was ask him a question. You said naturally. What does natural mean?
Yes. Just like you hit my leg and my you hit my knee, my leg.
You don't have to think about it.
You got to think about it.
This is something that's natural.
Yeah.
So if you get defensive because of homosexuality is in your presence,
flaming.
Because
wait, hold on a second. I got confused. Did you say defensive or did you say
defensive?
I say defensive mechanism.
Wait. I want to make sure I got it right.
Yes.
Wait. I just want to make sure I got it right. I thought what you meant that you be aware, alert. Like if you see a beautiful woman, wow.
He said defensive.
You get what I'm saying, Red? Like if you seen an accident, wow.
Right. He said defensive.
But if you saying defensive, you saying that you had an emotional reaction.
No, it won't be emotional. Like I said, it's by nature, it's mentality. You understand? If a person come in here flaming and want to sit on all y'all laps and shit.
We ain't say
I'm
that.
defensive. No, but I said flaming.
We ain't say that.
If a person come in here,
and that's what I'm see now you see what I'm saying.
I was just trying to say, because when you say defensive, defense is a correlation to combative.
That means exactly. But I'm not combative about them being in my presence, man. I'm cool. I can have.
But I don't think nothing wrong with them.
I think men should be with women. They think men can be with men.
How about
That's cool.
Bro, let me ask you a question.
Let me finish. You can have that, but I'm not. I don't feel offended by you. I'm not offended by you.
Let me ask you.
That's your choice.
Let me ask you something. If he did say he was offended, what's your position?
That's what
I said. If he did say he stand on the position that he was offended, how you see him?
If he offended by that, he has the right to be offended.
But how you see it? You would see.
I feel the same way, just like I see if I come in the presence with a homosexuality. They just that. That's their choice.
So that's your position.
That's his position.
Yeah, but But
I'm not defended by that. I don't have to get defensive. I don't have to go on the defensive end because I'm in the presence of one, because I be in the presence of them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can, in this world and what I do in my job, you always come in contact with people who are from different walks of life. Yeah. So I'm not defensive just for being in them.
But flaming is different.
All right, Reg, what else is in the cancel culture?
That's just different. Y'all know them Kwans too.
But I ain't finna get defensive.
I don't know enough about
it. If one sit on your lap, I bet you wrestle her down and kick her down.
That's now you talking about an assault. You can't. That's a sexual assault. You can't come sit on my lap and grown man.
And that's
you might get your neck broke. Yeah, I'm a man of God, but it's the time and the place for everything.
Did we just put the robe up like
don't sit on my lap.
We're not gonna get no morning prayer around here, like he said.
However you look at it, it's rape. Women rape too, and a man can rape too. You know what I'm saying?
Think of the normal actual. I get what Mullah's driving with it, right? Think of the normal. If a thick woman walked in here right now with some little shorts, you can be like, damn, instantly, damn, she's thick, right? If you like say if it was a car accident, somebody head-on collision, damn,
right.
It's a
automatic.
If a guy walked in here, let's say swole with a,
tutu on,
and you know what I'm saying, some pink lipstick,
maybe
the instant reaction is, you may not be, offended or defensive, but like, man, what's to him?
I'm finna go.
The instant reaction.
But you see what he said. He said
I'm finna go.
But I'm saying it's the difference between
because I ain't never seen a 6'4" guy with
Mullah Mosi yoga pants on. What would we
with
think?
a blouse on. And so it's the reaction that people, and that's why I said when I thought that was real interesting about, murderers and rapers, right? Because those people are canceled immediately. If you find out a man raped a 10-year-old girl, a 10-year-old boy, automatically he's trashed.
And you shouldn't judge. Listen, I shouldn't be judged. Off my thinking, off my beliefs, off my my safety at all. You know what I'm saying?
Because he is 6'4", right?
So I'm just saying.
But I do gotta say this though. I don't even see. We ain't even gotta just leave it with homosexuality. Even when you talking about with killers, I don't see killers getting canceled like that. You know what I'm saying? I see people you listen to this rap music, man. The culture is embracing killers. That's all they talk about.
They're not getting invited to Thanksgiving dinner,
They embracing
They're
killing.
not coming over to the family picnic.
That's you.
See, now look. Everybody be talking about we love killers, Joe, but soon as homie get out from that double murder, ain't nobody picking up the phone no more, right? Now we gonna get there for the photo, right? Like when he first come in, everybody in there, right? But he ain't never coming to your daughter's 5th grade birthday party. All of a sudden, you forgot the invitation.
You talking from an older person point of view. We talking about from a younger generation, and even these people. Even the older generation is inspiring the young ones and listening to the music and embracing the music. And the young ones will go around them. The young ones want to kick around them. The young ones want to be backstage. It's like people that talk, not even just rappers. I'm talking about even in the community when you hear like, man, dude, a gunner. You hear people brag about it. I'm finna go kick it with so-and-so on them. Dude be putting in work. Like, dang. Like,
that's clout chasing. So we get for the camera, he just described clout chasing. I'm finna piggyback on the shit that he just did 5,000 years for, right? But when the people come, somehow or another, I'm busy, right? Somehow or another, my grandmama need me to move that stuff out the garage. But see, we're in the culture of clout chasing. Yeah, we gonna team up with the killer, get us some killer time in, right? For the gram, right? But when Buddy really need us, and we ain't never wrote him, we ain't never called them. We ain't never did nothing. But we will tap into some of that energy, though. That's what happened with the cloud chase.
And then it's crazy because if you have somebody who brag about killing somebody, right, and all they talk about is killing, and then somebody kill them, and then somebody come up and say something like, well, man, live by the sword, you die by the sword. Then everybody want to cancel that person now because they said something that was obvious. You know what I'm saying? All he did was say, all he talked about was killing. Now he get killed. Now I'm wrong because I said he reaped what he sowed. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. This is what I'm talking about. Like, when we talk, this is what we talking about. We talking about living in this cancel culture. It's like, it's nothing wrong. He not saying he deserved to die. He just saying, man, wait, dude, this all he do is talk about how he killed people.
He was committed.
And now he got killed. And I just said that. And now I'm a bad guy because you shouldn't brought that up. Well, I don't know what happened. You crying about why he get killed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You crying about why he got killed. I'm just pointing out the obvious. You know what I'm saying?
I think we all gonna be a little biased about certain things in life.
Exactly, it's human.
Certain situations in life. You know what I'm saying? And we shouldn't be condemned about it. You know what I'm saying? But we need to start, like you said, it's information out there. It's for everybody. Start, you know what I'm saying, getting in tune, you know what I'm saying, what you need to know, just in case you have a family member get struck by one of these ideas that, situations that we're talking about, and you'll know how to deal with them. You know what I'm saying? So that's really what it's about. It's just sometimes we get stubborn because at the age that we is now, we feel like we know everything and things the way it was back then is how it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Everything is due for a change. Even the Bible.
Nah, the Bible ain't due for no change. You can take that left. take that somewhere else.
I think he got his chapters mixed up. He
got something mixed up there, man. See, the one thing I'm not finna do is justify the wicked and condemn the just. That is an abomination. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not finna change my morals for anybody. I'm not finna let nobody alter my morals and what I know how God created me to be. Outside of that, though, I still can be cordial with people who don't live the lifestyle that I live in without condemning them. I don't condemn anybody. That's why, and when you say at the age I'm at, talking about the age I'm at, boy, I got people in my family who are homosexuals. I got people in my family who are lesbians, and I talk to them. And and there ain't nothing but love. And they know they respect me. I don't have to agree with their lifestyle. It's just like, hold on, but it's not just dealing with that. It's just like if I got somebody who out there in the streets who's selling dope and killing, even though I have partook in some of that stuff, not the killing, selling dope, we talking, you know what I'm saying? I have partook in that before. I don't have to agree with it. You see what I'm saying? But it don't mean I hate you. It's just like if my son went out and murdered somebody over a girl, you know what I'm saying? I don't have to hate him, but what he did is wrong.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And I can say that. Yeah. And I should be able to say that without people getting mad at me for addressing that. There's nothing wrong with that, man.
No, I don't think nothing wrong with that. Because I don't want nobody to say something wrong with my thinking, because the way I think, me being defensive or me being, you know what I'm saying, nonchalant when a flamethrower come through.
And maybe that's what you getting confused, because I didn't never say it was wrong. I just was wondering, like, why would you be defensive if a homosexual came into the room? Because I would think, man, you been scarred or something? Like,
no, but
that's why I was. I was just saying that, not saying that. I'm just saying, is that something that happened? Like, did one of them offend you or something? That's why I was asking that, because that can happen too. You know, you can be offended by somebody, and now every time you in the presence of one, you get defensive.
I think it's the time that we grew up. You know what I'm saying? When mostly homosexuals in the closet.
Or they was in before midnight.
They wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? So it was like we didn't see them. So when they just 2000, they just hit. You know what I'm saying? It's a gang of them. So it's like, Joe, like, okay, hold on, let me read on these chapters before I start associating with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I need to understand what's going on around here. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't need, little cousin going over such and such house. Because,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta, you know what I'm saying?
I mean,
so that's what I was saying.
I really don't care about how they operate. I mean, I understand it's in our society, but it's always been here. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I really don't like wake up worrying if they do this. Right. Let me ask you a question though. Like, do it offend you about how they move around?
No, because like what I told you, they stay in their lane. They don't come in.
Ryan, do it offend you?
Today it does.
So that's truth then. Yeah. And we not against. So this is the real conversation. Let me explain it. Can I explain it? That's the real conversation. Yeah.
Right. The reason I get offended today is because I don't think my child should be learning about sexuality, period, right now. Right. Not no 8-year-old. He shouldn't be learning about sexuality, period. And then people think I'm bad because I feel like it's something that shouldn't be taught to my 8-year-old child. Right. It shouldn't be. And if you feel something wrong with that and you want to counsel me for that, so be it. My 8-year-old child should not be learning nothing about homosexuality. He shouldn't even be thinking about sex right now. And he ain't. And the only reason he brings because y'all bringing it up. And if he gonna talk about anything sexual, I'm his father. I will talk to him about it, which I do inform my kids about the stuff they're going, because they very informative. All my children are. So the only thing that I get offensive about is that don't try to push it on me. You can't force me to say that you're right. That's my problem. And you know what I'm saying? And because I won't say you right, they get mad. Like, man, that just for the homosexuality, that go to the thing with the girl smoke, the murderers, the girl smoking weed, Bill Cosby doing what he doing. If I don't agree with it, I'm wrong. If I don't agree that Bill Cosby should be locked up the rest of his life, now you hate me because I don't agree with that. Or if I do believe that it's a zero tolerance policy that this girl should not be, that they did what they, because guess what? It's other athletes in there who held up to those standards, who they should go. So because I say that, you gotta hate me for it? No, I'm just saying.
And the reason why I brought that point up, the reason why I said that, because if we gonna have dialogue and understand each other, the same acceptance that community may be pushing, you reserve the same acceptance to not want to participate. or promote. But not hate.
That's it. Exactly. Say that again. It's not hate.
To participate or promote, but not hate. Yep. You reserve that same energy. And I think this cancel culture has did so much pushback that we're afraid to stand on our principles,
Man,
I got a
pump
question.
it
our
up.
beliefs.
I got a question, right? Reg,
Yep.
if you was on the panel to vote to let what's her name, Sherry Richardson?
Sha'Carri Richardson.
Sha'Carri Richardson.
Let her run. Would you let her run?
I would.
What about you?
I'm 50-50. I'm 50-50.
What about
I'm zero tolerance.
you? Okay. Why would you let her run?
The reason I would, because for pretty much the reason that we're talking about, right? I think that a lot of stuff don't go into. We look at the what happened. We don't think of the backstory to anything, you know. Especially when you're in the spotlight like that. Like I said, the woman she just lost a mom. Like, we are human beings, right? I get stuff happens, but when stuff happens like that, if a person shows, I'm all for second chances.
Yeah.
You know, I'm all for
Definitely.
giving a person another chance. Now, would I suspend her? Okay, yeah, I would. But would I give her, if I'm on a panel, and she's right there pleading her case, why she should get another chance, and I'm compelled by her story and believe she, I will give her another chance.
Why are you 50-50?
I'm 50-50 because, okay, I look at it from the perspective, I do believe in second chances and whatnot too, but I do have to look at the accountability on my end. What if she go out there and she does collapse and die? You know what I'm saying? Now, I got to live with the fact that I allow her to go out there. You know what I'm saying? People look at that like it's too far-fetched until it happened to you. You know what I'm saying? Then when it happened, then I'm the one held accountable for that. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the reasons I'm 50-50. The other reason that I'm 50-50 is because you have other people who upheld the standards, the zero tolerance policy that we abide by. So now they like, well, she get to do that. Well, why couldn't I take this? Or why couldn't I do that? If y'all allow her to get away with it, and I'm talking about people of the same color. You know what I mean? They had to took the stands like, okay, y'all say don't do this. I'm going to work my tail off. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to be right. And I'm not going to mess with no drugs. But then y'all let her in, and y'all told me I couldn't do it. So now it's like I'm showing favoritism. So that's why I say I'm 50-50. Because, and the reason I'm on the other end is because I really desire to see that girl.
Personally.
Yeah,
She's
personally,
black.
I really, not just because she's black, because of her gift that I seen her operating. And when I seen her run, like, I would love to see her. I want to see her perform on that stage. So that's why I'm 50-50.
Okay. What about you?
I'm zero tolerance, not against her personally.
Right.
But if we put some type of deviation within the standard, we set this standard, we set this level or this expectation for this reason. That no surrender. You know, death before dishonor. There is no separation. You either go it or not. Now, whatever happened in between, whatever the backstory was, that's for him. But for those that wish to go the road less traveled, this is the path that we must go.
I like that.
Right.
You know, and Reg, I'm definitely with you, right? And the reason, and both of y'all views was tight, but the reason why I will vote, you know, for her to run is because all this shit been tainted. All of it, Joe. It's been some things, people who won, and they was probably off more than just weed. You know what I'm saying? It's been some backdoor shit. I ain't trying to hear the Olympics is you know what I'm saying, is straight and narrow. Shit like politics to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So get this girl a break. Everybody else didn't have breaks.
Was it public? So
I see what you said. I see it was something that was built on something that was, you know what I'm saying, grounded to me. I don't believe the Olympics is built on
I
that.
think we all saying the same thing. We all want the best for her. But what we missing is that what we fighting for is not the opportunity. We fighting for because we deserved it regardless of whatever you threw at us.
But there are standards.
There are standards.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So we fighting for it. So you don't attach nothing to it. The what if they did it? I heard. We doing it because you didn't give us nothing and we did it despite of it.
Exactly.
This is what we fighting for.
So let's switch gears, man. Once again, thank you everybody for tuning in, man. This episode, of course, will be right back for season 2, but it is definitely about that time grind.
Man, the time, shout out to the plug.
Shout out to the plug.
This the time when we give honor and respect to all those that make this possible, man, and give us ideas to go forth. The first thing I want to shout out is the Simply you experience.
Most definitely.
Man, y'all make sure y'all come check them out. When is it? August 15th.
5 to 7.
5 to 7, man. It's gonna be an awesome event. We are honored to be sponsors there. Y'all make sure y'all come check them out, man. And ladies, man, come out in full effect. You know what I mean?
What time do it start?
From 5 to 7. We will have
5 to
pluggers
7.
on the Thinking Outside the Box
Facebook page.
Officially, go check us out. TOTB _ on Facebook. You'll have the flyers up there.
Definitely. And also, man, we want to shout out the Non-Society Podcast. Man, our brother podcast, Reggie, moving forward, man. Y'all make sure y'all go check them out for the latest and greatest on relationship goals.
Black men don't cheat.
Black men don't cheat. I know I don't, man. And if y'all ain't into him, man, y'all get into him. Mr. Moolah Monster.
Yes,
Moolah Monster clothing collection, man. He got a fast stream line of clothing to come out for this summer. And I can't wait, man. He got some dope colors, man.
Yes, sir.
You know
New wave color, baby.
New wave colors coming, man. Even changed the logo on one of them, man.
Yeah.
Pretty smooth, man. Y'all make sure y'all get into him. Check out his page. Go and get the latest and greatest, man. And y'all stay up always on Holy Grind. All the latest music, you know what I'm saying? Gospel rap, man. Y'all make sure y'all check it out. I promise you, if you just lend me a mature ear, you won't be able to turn away from it.
Facts.
Follow Holy Grind till it comes. Purpose, not ashamed. Go look up Holy Grind, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, man. Man, shout out to the plug, man.
Shout out to the plug.
Shout out to the plug.
So what we do normally while we end the show, we do what's called What's in That Bag, right? Last season we had some great topics. And normally for What's in That Bag, it's some stuff that I normally bring up to the table to the guys, to the panel. They talk about it. If it's something in that bag, yeah, they talk about it. But if ain't in that bag, they get about that bag, right? So for this season with the What's in Our Bag, it's not on me, right? I ask you guys send us a message about what's in that bag for you, whether it's personal, relationship, finances, anything, right? So we have an interesting email, guys. Are you guys ready to hear it?
We ready?
Yo.
Once again, if you want to send a message to What's in That Bag, only thing I do is go on the Facebook page. Send us a message and we'll talk about it.
And you search the Facebook page at TOTB the dopest.
The dopest.
It's TOTB THEDOPEST. All right.
You guys ready?
Ready.
All right. This is Keisha from the South Side of Chicago. What's up, Keisha? Thank you for your message. She say, what's up, TOTB? I have a situation. Me and my guy have been together for 4 years. I recently gave him a threesome because he always complains about me not doing something to please him. The threesome went well. Now I have doubts. I have doubts because he's not sexually attentive to me like he was before. Now when I bring the situation to him, he said, let's have another threesome again. I agreed to do it, but this time I should have some standards. What do you think I should do the next time we have this threesome? Once again, thank you for that, Keisha. Guys, let's help Keisha out, man. What should she do in a relationship?
Go, Scholar.
No, you go first because Brian always delivered. I mean, who was all involved in the wait a minute, was it
3 people? I hope.
No, wait.
He said, who was all
No, what I mean, like, who was your favorite though?
Well, from what I gather, she's saying is she's in a relationship with her guy.
Did she bring another female to the
And-
table?
Was it another woman
Or another
It's
man?
another woman.
Okay.
It's another
Okay,
woman.
now
So-
we know what's on the dinner plate. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Okay, I'm
Now you ready?
yeah, because Keisha.
Thanks for following us too, Keisha.
Thank you.
Keisha, we need more women like you.
Yeah, Keisha, run for governor.
Listen, we need more women like you, but you fell for banana in the tailpipe. You just fell for it.
Why she fall for the banana?
Listen, we love her. The first words I said, we love Keisha. We need more women like Keisha.
I think,
But she fell for the banana in the tailpipe.
Explain what you mean, bro.
right, because I think she's doing community work.
She did. But what I'm saying is, once she invited the other woman, into the household, it gave the man more ways to think that I can do way more to this woman, not actually physically, but I can do things. If she let me have a threesome, I can go hit this and this over here too.
But, see-
you know what I'm saying? This just as a male for me. So when she gave him that option, she gave him an option really She gave him a pass. She gave him a hall pass. You know what I'm saying? And what we do with passes, you know, we catch them. We abuse them. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do. Like, listen.
Supposed to be in the bathroom. You at 8th grade class.
You know,
in the high school. You in lunchroom.
You know what? We had owls, man.
I think that's a bogus statement right there.
All right, speak.
No, listen.
I love you, Keisha.
If Keisha allegedly, you know, and you didn't even listen to her story, right? She said she wanted to spice it up. And she did this for you.
Yeah.
But then you turned around and you said, oh man, you gave me no, she doing this for you.
Yeah.
It's not allegedly. She doing this to spice things up,
Yeah,
right?
and I say as a
But
man.
what he's saying is true,
That's
though.
what I'm saying.
No, but listen, what I'm saying is you saying one, y'all saying it from two different perspectives. You saying it as a man, but as you saying it as that man. See, that man needed some spice. As a man, he may not have needed that type of entertainment. So which voice you gonna use? The man that needed the spice, she was doing things to help him develop the relationship. This was her way of participating and helping him with the relationship. A man in a healthy relationship that say he may not need no spice may think totally different. I'm gonna say this from Keisha's perspective, right? Like, if you know, I think she working too hard trying to figure out whatever his needs is.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? I think she doing too much, right? But I'm not finna be like sitting up here saying like this. It sounds like we going in the direction because she was willing to make these moves. Now we finna judge her.
I think what's the
No, this is
main
what I'm
point
saying
is,
from my perspective.
He said in judge.
She's saying that she gave him the threesome because of something that he has been mentioning to her. Now, after the threesome, she noticed that the sex with him and her hasn't been the same.
And that's what he's saying.
So now she's wondering what she can do now, or do you
change.
guys...
So I
just said she gave him a hall pass to fuck.
And which makes the sense. Exactly what he's saying makes sense. Is why now he like, man, I want to be with somebody else, because now he just stopped being with her. Instead of him just taking that and saying, okay, now this cool, you know, and this help. Now it's like, now I'm going to deal with this past. I want another one, and
it made her more insecure.
So this would be my advice.
So in a sense, he not really in tune with her anymore.
I know he didn't abuse the past. That's why the past shouldn't have never been given. I'm gonna say this to you, Keisha. I'm gonna say this, man. Thank you for following us for real. And you ain't being judged. You know what I'm saying? What man said he wasn't judging you neither. He was just telling you from the perspective of that man and based off of what you said went on with your man. And what I want to say to you is, don't devalue yourself. If you feel like you should do what you do to try to spice things up, but talk to your man. Ask him what he need and be willing to do it. If you love him, you know what I'm saying? First and foremost, I say, man, if he love you, man, y'all tie that thing, make that marriage, get married, make that thing right. That's what I say. Everybody don't agree with me, but that's my opinion. Outside of that, man, talk to him. If you feel like you can do anything in the bedroom to make it better, but without bringing somebody else in, you don't have to share him with nobody. You don't have to water yourself down. Man, do what you got to do. Talk to him what you want me to do. You know what I'm saying? And make that thing right between y'all. And I believe wholeheartedly that if you're willing to just do something other than what you already been doing, that you don't even need another person to do it. And anybody that think otherwise, how can you, if it's including another woman, it's the same thing as you are.
There it is. So look, we hope that we helped you guys, especially with these situations, right, that come into the situation like that. So thank you, Keisha, for your, we hope that we helped, something we said helped. Right?
Shout out to Keisha.
And my bad, Reg, but I just seen something on TV. The girl Ruby Rose, right?
Who is that? Put me up.
She was a model.
Well, she a rapper now, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah,
pretty
yeah.
little thing, right?
Okay, I know now, okay.
But she's saying she had a threesome, and she gave her guy a threesome, and the guy, really started giving old girl more attention during the threesome. You know what I'm saying? That kind of messed up. You know what I'm saying? Like, mentally. That's like when you do it like he said, I would rather do it like if I'm out of town somewhere and we together and it's just some spontaneous shit.
Right.
And once you plan it, it never goes how you gonna want it to go. It should just be spontaneous.
Shout out to all the women that's trying to help the
Shout out.
Shout out to
relationship.
the thinkers.
Definitely.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
kinda
All
do
y'all.
Different,
Yeah.
different things. So look, man, with that, season 2 is in full effect. Season 2 is in full effect. Season 2 is in full effect, man. We thank you guys for tuning in, man. We love y'all. Be sure you like, subscribe, comment, go follow us, right, on YouTube, TOTB_show. Facebook at The Dopest. Tell them one more time on Facebook.
At The Dopest, at TOTB, THEDOPEST, at TOTB The Dopest.
There
Find
it
us
is.
on our Facebook page.
There it is. Before we sign out, man, Scholar, man, tell them where they can find you.
Black_Scholar, Instagram.com. Shout out.
Noah, Moolah.
Moolah Monster Collections. Check me out on Instagram.
Noah Grind.
At Holy Grind on Instagram and TOTB_show on YouTube.
There it is. Of course, you can find me at The Miles Society on Instagram and Reggie Move Forward on Facebook, man. Look, we love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. We just getting under wraps, man. Season 2 is full effect. Till next time, we are
Thinking outside the box.
See, things have come to head, time out for scare you, scare reroute today. And follow us down Courage Lane, they cages in, break down the gates. We want all the smoke, like we chiefin' on a pound a day. But not talking intoxicating rage, not this is far more tragic than was comprehended. This has got to stop, I don't understand everything as a man. I'm authorized by God to make this petition. Believe it, especially when you hate and aim to kill a man. You do not have